Welcome back, everyone. Well, more showers on the way, I think, as we go through the rest of the week and on into the weekend. Reason being, we've got more moisture on the way, and we're going to touch on all that here in a bit. Let's start with a look at the satellite and radar picture, though, out across the Gulf Coast. Everything much quieter here this evening than it was just a little while ago. Still some clouds out there here this evening, but as we make our way towards tomorrow morning, that's all going to be clearing up, looking much better. So things looking pretty good out there through the rest of the night. We should stay fairly quiet, not expecting any kind of showers or anything like that. Now by tomorrow morning, may wake up to a couple isolated showers that are a little bit closer down to the coastline. And a lot of times you'll see those showers kind of pop just offshore right around sunrise. So as you wake up tomorrow, look to the south, you may see some of those big towering clouds out there, especially right at sunrise. Now that should clear through the mid-morning, and then by early afternoon, I do think we start to see some of those showers popping back up again, similar to the way it's been the last couple of days. We'll go with about a 40% chance of rainfall out there today. Models look very similar to the way they have over the last few days, and that's just because the pattern's not changing all that much. And I do think we kind of hover between about 40 to 60% rain chances over the next really several days. I think we'll see that certainly going on into the weekend. You got the isolated stuff out over towards the north, and those are going to be moving north to south. Sometimes those can be fairly tricky out there this time of year. So this is why we're expecting a little bit more in the way of showers. Got a lot of moisture out there, and it's going to be hanging around for quite a while. You notice that it starts to thicken up a bit as we go into Monday. From there, it's not going to change all that much. Hey, have the remnants of Fred out there closer towards Jacksonville. That's going to be all that moisture. Now ours is separate, but it does hang around for a while, and it sticks with us throughout the better part of the week. So I don't think those rain chances are going to be dropping really at all. In fact, a lot of the Gulf Coast is going to be staying on the wetter side. Just a lot of moisture out there, and that's not that uncommon for this time of year. And a lot of times, this is when we start to really feel the heat, really feel a lot of that humidity. And we're going to be having that over the next couple of days, certainly, and I think through most of next week. Two different storms worth talking about. Of course, we mentioned Tropical Depression Fred at the beginning of the show, and we'll take a closer look at Fred here in a bit. But let's turn our attention right now out over towards the east, where it looks like I'll probably end up seeing a tropical system develop out of this one maybe by the weekend, maybe by the end of the weekend. We got about a 70% chance over the next 5 days as it works its way in almost the identical pathway that Fred took. Doesn't necessarily mean it will behave exactly the same, but that's kind of the area it's headed. Models right now keep it out in the eastern parts of the Atlantic after it does get towards the Caribbean, maybe an East Coast storm. A little too early to tell. It still has some stuff going against it. It's fighting some easterly shear. You'll notice that that's why a lot of that circulation is kind of pushed off to the east. It looked like satellite may be trying to pick up on a center of circulation, but it'll be very elongated, so not quite tight just yet, but it's far away, so we've got time to sit and monitor it. Fred did not look good coming off of the Dominican Republic. Not good for the structure of the storm, good for anyone who is watching this thing, but the center looked like it was starting to produce some thunderstorms, and that flare-up of thunderstorms mean that it may be trying to get its structure back together. Essentially was starting from nothing. Now it's going to go up along Cuba and then get into an area a little more favorable for some development. There's a little bit of shear ongoing right now, so it will battle back some of that. For tonight, we stay very quiet. 75 for the overnight low. Calm, quiet, muggy conditions as well. Not much of a breeze out there. That stays true going into tomorrow. Hot in the afternoon with a couple scattered showers. Thunderstorms to keep the rain chances going about 40 to 50%. 91 degrees for that high, and that's what we're looking at over the next several days all the way through the weekend and into next week. Jim.